was chaos. Nobody knew the score. Shocking wins, shocking losses, and injuries galore. Farewells and debuts, the season's curtain call. But when it came to tough decisions, the bunker stalled. Raise your hands, what's the rule in here? Everybody fan is shouting loud and clear. Premiership dreams hanging on review, but the screen goes black and the answer's true. It's inconclusive.
Legends, welcome back to another episode of the Ruck Infringement Podcast. This is episode 125, Inconclusive. As always, I'm your host, Joey. Joining me, we've got the full cast here today, apart from Dongle, who couldn't make it. But let's start off with the international cricket sensation. Harry, how are you, buddy?
Absolutely fantastic, mate. You know, Panthers are on their stride to going into the grand final and winning it for 5 in a row. So also
Hashtag 5P.
yeah, hashtag 5Pete and fuck the Roosters. But great round of footy, and yeah, always a pleasure to be here. How are you, Joe?
Mate, I'm great. It's a pleasure to have you back because you missed last week. We certainly missed you, as you could hear in the last episode.
Yeah, I heard every single word of it.
Of course, the stats man's with us too. Luke, how you going, buddy?
Mate, absolutely stoked. The Tigers do what they do best and fucking lose. I hate the Sharks.
Have you booked your tickets for Bali yet?
Yeah, no, I've saved that money. I'm going to Thailand again. I hate the Dongle. I'm glad he's not here this week. And yeah, Sharks suck and I hate life.
Now, for reference, if you did listen last week, of course, Dongle did tip the Titans. So did I as well, actually. So
Yeah, I hate you too.
we had to get something right. And joining us all the way from Dream Flooring.
Dream flooring? That sounds amazing. What exactly do they do?
Seriously, bro, it's in the name. They do flooring, the type you could only dream of. For 20 years, Mick and Sam have been supplying Penrith with the most quality flooring designs. With a wide variety of colours and materials, Dream Flooring have all your flooring needs covered.
But where do I find them?
You can check them out on social media at Dream Flooring Australia or visit them in store on Bat Street, Jefferson Town.
Whoa, that sounds incredible.
Dream Flooring Australia. Make your dream a reality. Dream Flooring in Penrith. It's the one and only Micko. How are you, buddy?
I am great, and thank you very much, boys, for having me on the show tonight. I'm stoked to be here. Massive Penrith fan. Pumped for the boys. Even though we finished 7th, probably not where I wanted to finish, but with this side, we could still do it from here. So pretty pumped.
Yeah, absolutely. Honour to have you on, mate. It is definitely a scary thought. Penrith could win it from outside the top 4 if there is a team to do it.
Never happened before.
No.
But Penrith are probably the most likely time. This is the most likely time we've got a club outside the top 4 that could potentially do something we've never seen before.
Yeah, it makes us opposition fans nervous. But anyway, this is, of course, episode 125. If you are tuning in for the first time, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and X, YouTube, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. All right, I'm going to hand it over to Luke for the stat deck.
Thanks, mate. Look, being the last round, I thought we would cover every game of the round to obviously honour the fallen teams that did not make the top 8.
Honour the fallen.
Yep. Tigers 2026 is the year. First game of the round, we had the Broncos getting it done over the Storm 30-14. Broncos had 4 tries, Reece Walsh bagging a double. There must have been something in that toilet water, fellas, because
It definitely was.
honestly, he was tiptoeing and dancing around the park. Broncos kicked 3 from 4 conversions. They also had 4 penalty goals, 48% possession with 4 errors and 1 ruck infringement. The Storm had 14 points, 3 tries, 1 conversion, 52% possession with 14 errors and 5 ruck infringements. Those numbers there, fellas, like, you know, heading into a final series, I know they were understaffed there. Jerome Hughes going down with a broken wrist, ruling himself out of the final series. It's going to be very hard for the Storm to pick that back up, although I do think they're still very confident in their system. But yeah, like I said, round 27, you're about to head into a final series and you put in 14 errors and 5 ruck infringements. It's not a good number to look at. Player stats, we had Corey Pakes, 36 tackles, Karapani, 17 runs for 213 running metres, and Benny Hunt, 325 kicking metres. For Melbourne, we had Bronson Garlick, 43 tackles. Ryan Pappenhausen had 20 runs for 177 metres. And Cameron Munster, 215 kicking metres. Look, boys, both teams heading into the finals really wasn't going to affect the ladder. Win or lose for this team. These two teams, I should say. My thoughts on it, Storm were poor. I didn't think it was going to be a 16-point win. I tipped the Storm personally. I thought they were going to get it done by maybe a try, but like I said, there was something in that toilet water. Joey, what do you think of this game heading into final series?
I thought off the back of the 40-10 drubbing that we gave Melbourne that they would come out in this game and absolutely destroy the Bronx, but they just looked lackluster. They looked a pace slower than the Broncos. Like, as much as, you know, we're making jokes about Walsh, like, he was on fire. Yeah. He was absolutely on fire in this game. And, you know, like, we talk about him being so rocks and diamonds, but he had a diamonds moment, and he was absolutely incredible for this one.
It's like 2023, Reece Walsh should come back for a game.
Yep. Moving on. Moving on to our next game. We had Manly getting it done 27-26 against the Warriors. DCE kicking that 1-point field goal, which, you know, is the highlight probably, you know, of his year sort of thing. And, you know, something that he's going to remember as he leaves the club.
Left-footed one too.
A left-footed one. Stayed nice and low. It was a good little punch shot onto the green, I reckon. But yeah, they got it done 27-26. Lehigh Hopewadi bagging 2 out of Manly's 5 tries. They kicked 3 from 5 conversions with 1 field goal. They had 50% possession. They dished up 16 errors and had 6 ruck infringements, so probably good they didn't make the finals with those numbers there. Warriors had 26 points. They had 5 tries. Dallin, Wateni, Zalesniak bagging a double. 3 from 5 conversions. They had 50% possession with 14 errors and 5 ruck infringements. Jake Simpkin, 46 tackles. Both Lehigh Hopewadi and Matt Lodge had 17 runs. Lehigh Hopewadi had 159 running metres and DCE 271 kicking metres. For the Warriors, Healy had 42 tackles. Aaron Clark, 23 runs. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, 236 running metres, and Tana Boyd, 368 kicking metres. Harry, Warriors are your second team. You've made that very clear throughout the year. Heading into this final series, going down by a point, how do you think that's going to affect the team going up against the Panthers next week at a home ground final? What do you think is going to happen, mate?
Well, first off, I'd like to say that I actually tipped against the Warriors this round.
Whoa.
I had a look
Scandal.
at the.
That's like saying hell in church. Jesus Christ, Harry.
I had a look at the stats, and Manly have beaten them, I think, the last 8 or 9 out of 10 games.
It was DC's last game.
Yeah,
They're
always going to show up for that. But saying that, shout out also to Fisher Harris scoring the fastest try.
8 seconds.
How good was that?
How good is that? And he beat the record by
So good for
4
a front rower,
seconds. It was good. Yeah, you're right. It was a good try, and I'll give Dad a shout out here, sort of thing. I didn't see the try. I was out for dinner. And when I come home and I said, I watched the replays and I said to him, how good was that try, sort of thing. He goes, yeah, but did you hear the commentary about it? I said, no, I was out for dinner, mate. What do you expect? And he said all the commentators were blowing up going, how is it a forward who scores that try, sort of thing. And then Dad said to me, he goes, when the kickoff happens, who's the 2 blokes that are making the first tackle? It's the forwards.
Yeah,
So, of course, it's going to be a forward across the line.
They also stand closer too.
Exactly, yeah.
So your lock is usually the first one, and then your 9 is
exactly.
back.
So Dad was kind of disappointed in the commentary there, going, how can that be a forward, sort of thing?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
common sense, really. But yeah, I think the Warriors, they just left it a little bit late, going down about that 1 point, but we'll wait and see what happens next week. As I said, they got a home final against Penrith. I'll be tipping Penrith. So
any thoughts on the Wars, Micko? Obviously heading into that home final against them. What are your thoughts on them?
I'm honestly not too worried about this game in particular.
Yeah.
The Warriors started the season on fire. but they, through injuries, have dropped away over
Yeah.
the past 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
The Warriors we're seeing now are probably not good enough to beat any other team in the top 8 right now. And so I just can't see them getting over the top of Penrith.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree.
Moving on to the second Friday night game. We're not going to talk
Game of the
about
round.
that. We're not going to talk about that. That's a shit game. Skipping that one. No, unfortunately, it was Roosters getting it done 36-30 over the
Shani
Rabbitohs.
Joey Cup.
Yeah, the Shani Joey Cup. Unfortunately, I didn't have to go home with one of these people. The winner, obviously. So Roosters getting it done 36-30. Unfortunately, Alex Johnson does
36-6.
not break the record, so he's got to wait for next year.
36-6, bro.
36-6. That it was a 30-point difference. That's what I was
Jeez.
thinking of.
I didn't know Souths got that close.
Yes. Yes. The Roosters had 6 tries. Mark, 4 tries.
3.
Wow.
No, I
You
had
reading last
3
week's
in this
stats?
game, bro. You got 4 last week.
3 tries. I'm dyslexic. They
It's
had
that beer. First beer he's had in 6 weeks.
Mate,
It's hit him.
so good. So bloody good. They had 5 from 6 conversions with a penalty goal. They had 52% possession. Joey, heading into the final series though, round 27, 17 errors from the
Yeah, I
Roosters. It
know.
was
Wow.
you honestly, you look at that number and you're surprised you win by 30 points. Like I'm just saying, like, you know,
Yeah.
if you're looking at a team who dish up 17 errors, you're thinking, how the fuck are they winning? Right? They also had 3 ruck infringements. The Rabbits 1 try, 1 conversion, 48% possession, 9 errors, which is pretty good for the Rabbits this year. They had 2 ruck infringements. Victor Radley, 28 tackles. Tedesco had 19 runs for 200 running meters. And Hugo Savala, I thought, was very light on the kicking this week. They had he had 187 kicking meters.
Probably because Sammy Walker back as well.
Yeah, but he still topped Walker as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that
there you go.
you know, it was just I just thought I thought, you know, being Nwanganawazi, you're gonna target your high wingers sort of thing. I thought there'd gonna be a bit more kicks in it. There just wasn't. You just obviously, you know, moved the ball a lot and you scored the points without the kicks needed. Keon Koloamatangi, 36 tackles. Jai Gray, 22 runs for 214 running meters.
Yeah, he was good.
And Jamie Humphries, 247 kicky meters. Jai Gray, I think personally, and I'm not a Rabbits fan, I think that Latrell needs to play centre next year and Gray needs to be the number 1.
Agreed. Yeah.
He has just been... He has been the light at the end of the tunnel for the Rabbits every time he's been in the number 1 jersey.
He had about 3 try savers in this game. Like, we could have scored a lot more than 36.
And he had 3 the other week too. Like,
And Bennett came out during the week and said he was actually crook. He had the flu.
yeah, so
And he played that game with the flu. So
he's just been a number for them. Joey,
Michael Jordan flu game.
yeah, there you go.
You
Joey,
also find Latrell doesn't work hard enough at fullback.
yeah.
And that's where Latrell lets himself down.
absolutely.
I have to agree. And I think what Souths are lacking is with Latrell in the centres, AJ would have got that hat trick because no one passes to AJ unless it's Latrell.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, like if you watch the games that Latrell's in, AJ will score.
Yeah.
Didn't score any in this.
Yeah. Joey, Roosters, like I said, 17 errors.
Yep.
You've been playing really well. It's, I think, the 6th game in the last 8 weeks, you've scored 30-plus points.
Yep.
But that 17 errors, how does that make you feel going into week 1 of the finals? Are you concerned you'll put the same numbers up? Do you think you're going to clean your act up? Like, what's the go there? Because we don't see that number out of the Roosters often. And it's it's a bit concerning that it comes out week before finals. You know?
I'm actually not too concerned because our defense has been so good. And I think what we do well is that when we do make errors, we cover it well. We cover the Bondi wall goes up, and you saw in this game where Souths tried to grub it through. You're never going to grub it through the Roosters. We always stick feet out. Like it's a common thing that's been going for a decade now at the Roosters. So you always got to go aerial against the Chooks if you're going to score. 17 errors are definitely not a good look.
Yeah.
We had 5 last week, when we put 30 points on Melbourne.
Yep.
We had 5 errors in that game. So compared to that, obviously not a great look. But I think defensively, like, I'm actually not that worried playing the Sharks at Shark Park. I'm not that worried at all. The getting deeper into finals, definitely. But I think our young guys have just really, really laid the platform this year. And and it's been really impressive to watch.
Are you worried that being such a young spine, minus obviously Tedesco,
Yeah.
are you worried that with that number of errors that they're not going to be able to get back to where they should be? Like, are you worried that their lack in finals experience is going to be a detriment to you? Or do you think you can, if you put up 17 errors next week against the Sharks, do you think you can still win with 17 errors?
Yeah, I do. I do.
That's a big shout.
I do. I think if you go back through a lot of our games, obviously the Melbourne one was great. 5 errors. The week before we had 23 when we lost to Para. Walker went down in that game. But I think if you look before that, even in the Dolphins game where we scored 64, I think we made over 10 errors. So I think it's like it's not unusual for us to make double digits. And I think that's because we throw the ball around as well.
Yeah.
We throw it around. We're always trying to get out to Markey. He might throw a flick pass that goes to no one. You know, that counts as a knock on.
Find, like the Roosters have made errors in attack.
Yeah.
And it's not on their own line.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So they're making the errors at the right end of the field.
Yeah.
And then defending them, like you said.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it's important if you are going to make errors that you're doing it on the attack.
Yeah.
Close to the opposition line.
We did notice that because even in this game, like there was probably 3 or 4 tries that we could have scored, but we dropped the ball right on their line.
Yeah, like you're bombing.
So at least it was
if
10 out.
If 4 of your errors are bomb tries and you win 36-6, you can probably say, well, forget 4 of those errors straight away.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But no, I'm confident. I think the young guys, obviously they're going to be nervous as heading into this
Absolutely.
week, but Savala has shown he's such a calm head. He's a calm head. I think we'll beat the Sharks. Obviously, you know, whether it's 1-12 or 13, like 5 of our last 6 games have been 13 plus games. So it'd be interesting to see if we can keep that going.
Yeah.
But boys, how good's Marky Mark?
he's killing it.
Oh,
Absolutely
what an
killing it.
athlete.
He's a fucking freak.
No,
What an
I'm so
athlete.
glad he was ruled out of Rookie of the Year.
That's right. He'll play for Australia. Dual international end of the season.
Well, now it's time to hear from our latest sponsor, Corner Post.
Huh? Why are we sponsoring the Corner Post? Isn't that part of the stadium?
No, you imbecile. The Corner Post is a sports store located in the heart of Westfield, Liverpool, with all your sporting needs covered from rugby league to soccer too.
Wow, that sounds incredible. I've got to get there.
Now open at Westfield, Liverpool. Go to all their social media pages to check out all their content.
The Corner Post, helping you with all your sporting needs.
Yes, all right. Moving on, we have our first Saturday game. The Dragons losing to Penrith at home, 20-40. I'm glad we got
The riff.
I'm glad we got 2 Penrith fans here tonight, so I don't just have to
rub it
listen. But yes, the Dragons losing 20-40. Dragons had 4 tries, kicked 2 from 4 conversions, 47% possession with 6 errors and 1 ruck infringement. Penrith 40 points, 7 tries, Alamotti bagging a double. They had 6 from 7 conversions, 53% possession, 12 errors, 0 ruck infringements. Damien Cook 62 tackles, Jaden Sewer 19 runs for 141 running metres, and Kyle Flanagan 526 kicking metres. Isaiah Yeo 46 tackles, Dylan Edwards 20 runs for 218 running metres, and Nathan Cleary 618 kicking metres. Mick, I'm going to throw this question to you. That 12 errors there. That's very un-Panther-like. We've seen Penrith be in control a bit. There was a comment made by one of the TV hosts throughout the week. Can't remember if it was 360 or one of the other ones. But it was Penrith resting all the players last week was not only just to give them a break, but to take the losing mentality out of those players because they were 3 on the trot losses, 2 a golden point. Obviously, it worked because we saw them come back out. Penrith sitting 7th. And not only that, they have refused in-house to talk about a possible 5-peat. They are just focusing on week in, week out.
Yeah.
How good did those 16 players return and play? And do you see in the next week in the finals, do you see a repeat of what we just saw and Penrith progressing, especially at a Warriors home game?
Yeah, so the way Penrith played against the Dragons is not the way they'll come out against the Warriors. I still think they have more gears to go. They definitely... I watched that game closely and I saw Penrith come out and play exactly the way we want to play, which was to our structure. And about the 30th or 40th minute, like halftime, kicked in. We took our foot off the pedal and we thought we're going to win this. Let's just ease up a bit. Dragons got back in the game. Then Penrith said, oh, crap, we better actually turn it on here. We don't want to actually lose. Turned it back on, put 40 on them, but didn't get out of second gear. We also took Dylan Edwards off, took Mitch Kenny off, gave them a break for the second half. My biggest worry is Dylan Edwards' form is not great. And so I'm hoping to see a big turnaround at fullback for Dylan.
That was something I was going to mention. The errors is so un-Dylan-like, isn't it? And
he's made quite a few.
It's
lately,
been like 3-4 games in a row now. Just can't catch at the moment. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, 100%. No, he's dropping balls at fullback, but at crucial times, like in Golden Point against Melbourne, and right at the death against the Raiders as well.
3 errors again from Edwards.
Yeah.
We saw that the other week.
Yeah.
You just don't see that.
Yeah.
But he can turn that around.
Of course.
The
Always a
form
champion.
that we've seen in this guy is brutal over the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He can turn it around.
Yep. Harry, I'm going to throw it to you because you were here a couple of weeks ago when we saw a monster number from Nathan Cleary. I think he was in the 670s or something like that.
880s.
There we go. Yeah, the kicking meters. Wow. We've got another game where he's topped over 500. Personally, I think that his kicking game this year, at the beginning of the year, I thought was very uncleary-like. But in the sense that in the past 5 years, he's put those short grubbers into Crichton. He's had those support runners. I don't think he's had that at the beginning of the year. And then come to the back end of this year, he goes 800 the other week. He goes 600 this week. How important to this Panthers squad is Nathan Cleary's kicking game in the sense that should he be targeting those shorter kicks? Should he be going long, high? How is his kicking game impacting this Panthers squad currently?
Well, like you said, his kicking, his form for kicking at the start of the year wasn't great because, he used to have your critters and all that backing him up. So he's had to adapt to a new, especially a young left edge as well, McLean and Jenkins. At the start of the year, he didn't really know how to test the waters with them. But then, as the years progress and whatnot, he's found out what their strengths are and he's able to adapt to that. And especially like we've seen the last few weeks, he's just pinpoint kick. If you need to get out of your own line, he'll just bomb it and, chuck up that spiral, which I actually think he started bringing that back a lot more towards the back end of the season.
Mary must have taught him.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the techers from Mary. But yeah, like you said, with the grubber kicks, he could bring him back. He knows that McLean's got the pace to back himself.
He's been
and
good.
Whoever would be the other center, whether they go with Tago this week, because I've seen rumours that they might drop Tago for Alamotti.
Which they should.
I wouldn't mind it.
Or Jenkins.
I wouldn't mind it.
Came out today as well.
I would drop Tago, to be honest.
Yeah.
And keep Jenkins on the wing there and Alamotti in the centres.
Purely because I think Alamotti, it's nothing against, if they drop Jenkins, it's nothing against how he's playing. It's more so the big finals feel Alamotti.
Toto's back.
Yeah, Toto's back. Alamotti's been there in the finals.
exactly.
He knows what it takes.
He won one last year, so.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what team lists are like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll ask this question now because we're talking about the Panthers game, and I'm going to save both you Penrith boys till last. Joey, Penrith is 7th.
Yep.
Do you think, and taking out your own team support and everything like that, do you think this Panthers squad have the capability of being the first team outside of the top 4 to take a premiership?
I do, and it's scary.
Do you reckon?
I do, and it's really scary because finals Panthers are completely different to regular season Panthers.
Yep.
You go into finals and even as a Rooster, I can tell you last year as a Roosters fan, we were third, right? We couldn't beat Melbourne, we couldn't beat Penrith all year. This year's been a bit different. We've beaten them both once this year, which has been great. But heading into this final series, you go, holy fuck. If there's a team that's going to do it,
It's Penrith.
it's fucking Penrith.
And I am
Or
on
the
the
Roosters,
exact same
but
boat
mainly
as you.
I actually agree.
In the exact same boat
actually
as
agree.
you,
Yeah.
in the sense that it is just a scary thought. And
It is.
I think any team that's going to face them this final series, no matter who it is, I think the one thing is going to be running through their head, the two things, is one, the pressure's on us to stop the 5-peat.
Yeah.
But then also, holy fuck, these guys have been here 4 years in a row.
Yeah, we're dead.
Well, no, sorry, 5 years in a row.
years in a row.
They have been here 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
Holy shit, they like.
Been that Simpsons meme. Stop, he's already dead.
Yeah, exactly. Like
All the other teams.
I'm the same with you, Joey, and it is a scary thought to think of.
And I hate it. I hate it because I love what they've done and the dynasty, but I hate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roosters
I'll
here.
tell you what. Penrith won 9 in a row, right?
Keep talking.
Yeah.
Then we come up against Storm Raiders back to back.
Yep.
Took them both to Golden Point. Ivan Cleary saw enough in those 9 wins and then the 2 Golden Point losses to go, right, we can do this.
Yeah.
He then rests the entire side.
Yeah, it's huge.
And we don't even get pumped against the Bulldogs. We don't even get pumped. We actually, our reserve grade players held their
that
heads
showed
high.
more against the Dogs were terrible. Like they should have put 50 on.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that
they
showed
actually
more
should
about
have.
them. Like that was really poor from them.
Yeah. But
Really
no,
poor.
Ivan saw enough in those 9 straight wins and the 2 Golden Point games to go, look, it doesn't matter where we finish now.
Yeah.
We actually can take Melbourne and Canberra, the top 2 teams, 80 minutes, neck and neck, and it's like a draw at full time. That's all I needed to know. If a couple of things happen in those games that favour Penrith, we win both those games.
Oh, 100%.
Ivan knows that, and he goes, that's enough for me.
Personally, I thought you won the Melbourne one. I thought.
Oh yeah, so
like,
did I.
you know,
I'm still pissed off at Harry Grant for taking a dive.
And we
I want to get that on record.
Yeah.
He took a dive.
we definitely agree with you. We definitely agree with you. The Raiders one was just unlucky. That was just a turn of play. They ran 90 meters. Like that was just unlucky. But the Storm one, you should have like that was a win to me to Penrith anyway.
Yeah.
But you're exactly right. I think the scariest thing as well as an opposition fan is knowing that your team's in the finals, but you're like, for how long? Because at one stage we're going to come up against Penrith. At one stage you're going to be playing them, and then you're just like, all right, let's just wave the white flag now. I surrender.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there.
Yep.
Harry, we'll flick it to you, mate. I mean, I already know your answer, but I'll ask you anyway out of kindness. Do you think Penrith could be the team to win it out of the outside top 4?
Say no.
1,000,000% yes. I completely agree with what Micko just said. He's seen enough from the 9 wins and 2 losses. Like he knows that we can match with every team in this comp. Even when we played the Dogs the first time, it was it was
That's right, 8-6, great win.
8-6. It was a great game.
Yeah.
I think we're probably the team to do it. Like even what's his name? Joey Johns at the start of the year, he's like, oh yeah, Penrith can't do it. No one can win outside the 8. Over the weekend, he goes, I reckon Panthers are the one to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
But
but
I still have my doubts, but I reckon Panthers are the team that are most likely to
Yeah,
do
there's
it.
2 teams outside the 8 that can win it.
Imagine
Penrith.
that.
That's on the 4.
Imagine that. This could be the year that we see a 7th v 8th grand final.
Imagine-
I was talking about it this
imagine that.
morning.
Oh,
I was
boys, I
talking
couldn't.
about this morning. Panthers Roosters.
I wouldn't cope. I wouldn't cope.
Oh, I
honestly.
love it. Bring it on.
I cried in 2003 and I'd cry again, all right? Hopefully tears of joy.
You said it before. Penrith are a different beast in finals compared to regular season.
And they're going to wear the Vegas jersey.
Yes.
The gold.
Except we're wearing pink this week.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Because
The clashes.
our jersey clashes
Yes,
this week.
yes.
Yep. So
But I think that's a great
We'll
move.
run out in pink this week.
I really like the Vegas strip. That was really nice. So I think that's a good move.
Hopefully we wear this the following week against potentially Melbourne or
Yeah.
Bulldogs.
Yeah. Awesome.
Did you know that now that you've announced that you're wearing the Vegas jersey, the last 5 years you've
5
had a
different
different
jerseys.
kit every year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy,
Finals.
Yes.
You've had that.
I'm
you've had
very
the All
aware of
Black,
that.
You've had the All Black. You've had the pink. You've had your Vegas.
Yeah.
What else was there?
So we wore the
black
pink
and
jersey.
white.
Yep.
Yeah, the black and white as well. That was
That's what
against
his
Para.
bank account knows.
We had the one with the blue strip.
Yeah, the
as
blue
well.
one. Yeah. So it's just
Wowza.
incredible. And what other team in the modern NRL can say we've had a different jersey for finals for 5 years in a row? I don't think anyone can.
What other team's been there for 5 years in a row?
Literally. So
Yeah.
you know what? If for whatever reason Penrith don't make it, I think they will. I think they're going to go. 80. I think they're going to make the grand final at least.
Who makes it with them?
Honestly, right now,
I'll say Storm.
Yeah.
I can see Panthers Storm.
I just don't know without Hughes. I don't know
but
if
I'd
they
love
can.
to see Panthers Roosters.
Yeah.
Without Hughes, I'm not going the Storm.
Yep.
Dogs
I
are
can't
cooked.
remember the matchup.
Well, Broncos is the other team I'm scared of,
Will
but I don't want to
Penrith-
verse them.
I can't remember. Penrith going to face off the Raiders at any point to get the grand final?
Yes, potentially.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
Penrith will cross over
If we beat
they
Sharks,
win.
Yeah.
if we beat Sharks, we play the loser of Raiders Bronx,
Right.
Yeah.
and then we play the winner
Winner of
of
the other
Dogs
game.
Storm.
Yeah.
After
okay.
that, so they would play the winner of Raiders Bronx after
the winner.
the loser of Dog Storm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I just
Yeah.
if they can, if there's an avoidance where they don't play the Raiders before the grand final,
would be epic.
I think it could be Raiders Panthers.
But you know what it
if they
means?
Clash,
You know what it means on
Yeah.
both those
Yeah.
lines? Roosters and Penrith don't play each other.
There you go.
Unless they
Grand
make the
final
grand
day.
final.
That's it.
That's
So-
right. Yeah.
Oh, I heard it here first. Ruck and Fridge podcast.
I don't know.
Love it.
But it's just mental to think about.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next game.
We'll move on to the next game.
Let's not.
Good idea. Let's not.
Micko's out.
I'm out too. The next game is unfortunately the
this was a
Titans
good game,
Tigers
this one.
game.
This was a
This
good
was
one.
a shit game. Fuck off, Joey. The Titans getting it done over the Tigers 36-28.
Up the tits.
Shut up, you absolute asshole. The Titans had 6 tries, both Brimson and Kelly bagging doubles. They kicked all conversions. They had 49% possession, 14 errors, and 2 ruck infringements. Tigers 28 points, 5 tries. Royce Hunt bagging a double in the last round.
Big Hunty, eh?
Yeah, and one of them was 40 seconds after he got on. sort of
What's he
thing.
done all year?
I don't know. I played reserve grade, mate.
He's avoided the nudie run, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
well,
Yeah.
that's it.
He had they had 51% possession, 9 errors, 3 ruck infringements. Sammy Verrills, 35 tackles. Keanu Kinney, 25 runs for 284 running meters, and Jaden Campbell, 356 kicking meters. Apikorisau had 40 tackles. Dream Buller had 20 runs. Hamasi Makasini had 166 running meters, the most of any Tiger on debut, scoring a try as well.
He was good.
Well done to him. Mum's calling him the Brian To'o love child because he looks like Brian To'o. And Latu Fanu, 285 running meters, kicking meters, sorry. Look, boys, we had a 16-point lead. We absolutely choked. I could not give a shit if it was Foreign's last game, but we just zoned off. Like we were done.
Yeah.
And it was pretty poor from the Tigers. I saw it on NRL 360 earlier before we started recording and stuff, but Buzz Rothfield was going off about how the Tigers have to make major improvements for next year. Yeah. And I sat here and I watched and I went, it's our first fucking year.
Yeah.
With all the players, I get that, we're doing really well and then we sort of dropped a bit and then, we've ended up 13th for the year. But it's our first year. Like, we went from last to 13th in 1 year. Absolutely well done to the Tigers. Like, come on. Give them a bit of credit.
You guys did great this year. Like to not have a wooden spoon is an
Exactly.
improvement for the Tigers.
I'll tell you what,
Well done, man.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
Well done.
I'll tell you
He
what.
said we have nothing to give you this year. It's sad.
Unfortunately, yes, you lost, but I will congratulate you on single-handedly handing this wooden spoon to the Knights.
Fuck the Knights.
Can I just say, you guys didn't have to hand it to them.
Yeah, no.
Newcastle was so shit
100%.
in the last 7 games. They literally said, we want the spoon. Let's do what it takes to get the friggin' spoon.
I heard them
they
actually.
were that bad.
They called
were.
Benji Marshall and said, "What's the safe code, mate? We want to make some pasta." They were begging for it. But
How do you concede an average of 46 points a game for 7 games in a row? I'll never know.
Do you know they've received the spoon the last every 10 years from
Every 10
2005?
years.
Yep.
2005, 2015, 2025.
But do you know what's so sad though? In 05, they got the wooden spoon, and yet in 2025, we're not winning a premiership, but they're still getting a spoon.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know, it's very sad. Well, it's very sad for me. Fuck you, Joey. I hate you. But yeah, look, there's not much to say about this game. I was on the verge of tears. It sucks too when you watch your team and you just.
Can I
you're
give
doing
you a highlight? The Tigers beating the Bulldogs
Oh,
this
fuck yeah,
year
that was so good.
was so freaking good.
It was-
Let's just think about that
Yeah.
and build off that for next year.
I got another one. Another highlight. We're all going to love this one. The Tigers beating the Roosters.
I got another highlight. The flick pass. a couple of weeks ago against Cowboys.
Yeah, Taylor May.
And
Taylor
then
May.
the commentator losing his voice.
No, it was
One of the best tries you'd ever see.
Yeah,
hey.
But beating the Roosters, that wasn't
There's
hard.
some highlights, man.
It
Don't
was
be-
honestly almost a repeat of the 05 final.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah,
so close to it.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was fantastic to
A
see.
few more passes
Yeah.
there. There was about 5 in this one, but
Yeah, no, but
it was good. It was
so
very
good
nice.
to see. And look, at the end of the day, I'm actually so happy where the Tigers ended up.
Yeah.
17th, 13th, 1 year. It's showing growth.
Yep.
You know, we're re-signing those players. Taylor May just re-signed a 3-year extension.
I do have a question for you. Now, obviously, Adam Dewey was probably in the purple patch of his life, right?
100%.
He was killing it. What was the Tigers' winning form based off his purple
Absolutely
patch?
it was.
100%.
Absolutely it was.
Because he got injured against the Cowboys.
Yeah, and then that
went
was it.
loss.
Yeah,
right?
so
100%.
you know, like for me, obviously you guys have vastly improved and it's fantastic. But is that still a cultural issue that you still were relying on that one player who was in the form of his life, and then once he was out at halfback, you couldn't transform
I'm going to
it?
say yes and no.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
because of his experience in the game and
Yeah.
everything like that.
Yeah.
But no, in the sense that the Tigers this year, I think we had 8 or 9 different halves combinations.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah.
not set ourselves. We had Luai and Galvin. Yeah, Galvin fucks off.
Can I ask you one question while you're speaking about Gavin? Are you glad he's gone? Do you feel
Absolutely.
like do you feel like you dodged a bullet?
Absolutely.
Dogs are cooked.
I do.
Dogs are absolutely
Absolutely.
cooked with him.
And you re-signed Dewey, is that correct?
Yes, we
So
have.
Dewey and Jerome Luai.
Yeah.
What a combo. And the young kid off the bench.
Latu off the bench.
Latu off the bench.
I-
a good set that you have there.
Honestly, I think as long as Dewey is doing what he did this year, I think he's gonna. So he signed for next year. He's got the 1-year extension.
I thought they named it. They gave him 2.
Oh no, sorry.
After
the
that game.
2-year extension. Sorry, yeah,
After the
2
one
year.
game, yeah.
The 2-year, yeah, but that one game turned into 2 and 3 sort of thing.
Yeah.
He's got the 2-year extension.
Yep.
Honestly, as a fan, I expect nothing less than to be Luai Dewey 6 and 7 next year.
Yep.
Go into that. Let Latu grow and keep growing.
Yeah.
Because the other thing as well, boys, Latu is fucking 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, man.
He has
100%.
so much football ahead of him.
Kid's going to be a star, but
Can I just say
he's
one
a-
thing? Let's
he's a
just pray to
star.
God Gus doesn't come out and say, oh, Latu's the best 19-year-old player in the world.
Yeah, but he's never met him. He's never met him. He's never met him. Never met the kid.
Yeah, so I'm going with, as a fan, all I
Have
want
a
to
big
see,
Chinese meal.
Luai Dewey.
Yeah.
Luai Dewey next year, 6 and 7. Starting off, Latu off the bench. And you know what? As if we get 5 games in and we're, 3 and 2 or 2 and 3, and Dewey and Dewey and Louis, fucking hell.
Just say Jerome and Adam.
Jerome and Adam,
Who are we?
week. Right? Adam goes to second that lock position
Yeah.
and Latu starts.
Yeah.
Right? Then he plays that roaming 6, roaming 7.
Yeah.
Right? That's all I want to see next year. And you know what? Like, it's growth. We're getting there.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit here and say 2026 we're gonna be premiers, but realistically, if we go from 13th to 10 next year, I'll be happy.
Or there was a point this year you were in the 8.
Literally.
Was that round 1?
No.
Oh,
I think like round 8 or 9 they were.
Doesn't count, man.
Around like 8 or 9 they were 8.
that's right, bro.
Penrith was 12 last in round 12.
Listen, bro,
doesn't matter.
you can always join us and watch finals with us if you want. It's fine.
No. But yeah, look, there's growth, and I just think we need to build a solid halves combination that's going to work. And if we're going to bring Latu into that, I think that we need is that there's that solid combo where he slots in perfectly. And then if one of them slots out for him to then take the spot, like do we go into lock? We just need to build that rotation and get it set.
Yeah.
But then also the injuries as well. Latu was out for half the season, and then Dewey got injured when Latu came back. Then Latu got injured again. Dewey came back again. Like, it was just
I love Dewey.
yeah. We were just injury. Like, we just couldn't be set in the way. And so I think a good off season where we can set those precedents sort of thing. I think we're going to grow for next year. And
friggin'
I'm
hope
really
so, man.
excited. I'm really excited to see it. Just
I'll shed a tear if the Tigers make the 8. I'll shed a tear for every Tigers fan.
If the Tigers make the 8,
If the
I'll
Tigers-
run nude
I'll be stoked.
around my local oval.
I'll be stoked.
Can you?
And Harry
please,
will film
Can it
it.
please be at a specific cricket team's game?
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, we won't get into that. Next game.
Let's go on to the next game.
Here, who do you call when you want printing and design work done?
At print.
Yeah, bizarre name, innit?
Yeah, at print.
I mean, they could have called themselves Superfast Print.
Or we even design print.
Or Friendly Personal Service Print. Because they do all that.
When you think about it, at print says everything, really.
Yeah, so when you need design and printing done fast with friendly and personal service, call that print on 47315055.
And when people ask where you got it done, you can say at print.
Shut up.
Next game, we have the Bulldogs putting up a woeful performance against the Sharks, even though they were robbed of a sin binning. But they still lost. Fuck you, Lachlan Galvin. The
Pandogs.
Bulldogs losing 24-6 under the Sharks. Bulldogs had 1 try, 1 conversion, 45% possession, 12 errors, and 3 ruck infringements. Sharks 4 tries, 4 conversions, 55% possession, 9 errors, and 2 ruck infringements. Reid Marnie, 60 tackles, and Ari Tuala, 24 runs for 269 running metres, and Matt Burton, 340 kicking metres. Blake Brayley, 41 tackles, KL Ero, 24 runs, Ronaldo Mulatalo, 180 running metres, and Nico Hines, 619 kicking metres. Boys, I think the biggest and the only point we should be focused on right now for this game is how the fuck Nico Hines escaped a suspension for that hit drop on Marcelo Montoya. To me, that is a hip drop. That is a suspension straight up. They have reviewed the incident and their ruling is because the injury is not as bad as what they thought it was, they've redacted their suspension and he's copping a fine.
That's the part that annoys me more so, is
Yeah.
that they've based their decision on the injury and not the action.
Yeah.
So it should be on the action and not how severe the injury is.
And I mean, look, we saw it
just
last
ridiculous.
year, and Mick brought him up, Lachlan Galvin.
Yeah.
Right, he's 10 games into his career. He does a hip drop. They don't give a fuck. They
Yeah, he
go
got
4
4
weeks,
weeks,
bang,
yeah.
straight away.
That's right.
Right,
Yep.
and he was still a Tiger. So at the end of the week, we were down a player for 4 weeks for a hip drop. Nico Hines does it, and we go, oh, it's not a bad injury, guys, so we'll just fine him. Like,
Yeah.
That's just bullshit.
Yeah, man. Like, every club's cop suspension for that this year.
Oh, 100%.
Every club. Yeah.
That would have been 10 weeks for
I
us.
was like, hang on, how did this get like knocked out before it went to judiciary?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
they've just come out and said, hey, don't
Yeah.
worry about it, bro.
Literally because the doctor
You can
said
play.
it. But, Micko, I'll ask you this. Do you think that this decision also is made because we want the best players playing finals?
absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely it is.
100%.
Which is wrong because,
And-
like, look, I get it.
The only time I embrace that is when it's going into a grand final
Yeah.
and you want the 2 best sides on the field.
Yeah.
I sort of think give a bit of leeway there, or state of origin, a little bit of leeway.
Yeah.
As a diehard fan, you want to see those players.
But we've
out
also
there.
seen big names
yeah.
miss, like Cameron Smith missed a grand
exactly.
final a couple of years ago.
He's the perfect example
Yeah.
of a big name player missing a grand final.
That's right.
Yeah.
So like it's happened before.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it won't really matter. We'll still beat them. But
Yeah.
Nico or not.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Moving on to Sunday afternoon, the call of the round, boys. I'm so happy I tipped it. No one else backed me on it, but I was crazy and I did it. The Dolphins putting 62 points on the Raiders,
Yes.
winning 62-24, beating them by 28 points.
Rule him out of the comp. That's not right. 28 points. 48?
No,
42. Yeah.
38 points.
38.
Getting a 38-point win over
said
the
48.
Raiders. Thank you, Blakey. You have ruled them out of the comp. Can you imagine that, boys? Minor premiers, stellar season, conceding 50 points in the last round, not winning the comp.
Crazy.
Suck it, Sticky Ricky. The Dolphins scoring 62
sticky.
points with 11 tries, both Tavita Nafahu getting a double and Hammer getting a triple.
Thank God he went off injured. He was catching Marky.
Yep, they got 9 from 11 conversions, had 58% possession with 12 errors and 0 ruck infringements. Raiders, 24 points, 4 tries. Roddy got 2 tries. That's the word I'm looking for. 2 tries. They were 4 from 4 in their conversions, had 42% possession, 12 errors as well, and 2 ruck infringements. Jeremy Marshall-King, 35 tackles. Isaiah Katoa, 21 runs. Tavita Navahu, 248 running metres. And Katoa, 263 kicking metres. Morgan Smithies, 42 tackles. Tamale, 15 runs for 156 running metres. Ethan Sanders, 216 kicking metres. We asked this question a little bit off air. I'll throw it to you, Mick. The Raiders have conceded 50 points, which really rules them out of a premiership. However, it was a second-string Raiders.
Yep.
Do you think they're not going to win because they conceded 50?
I look at it the same way we're saying Penrith can win from outside the top four. I still think Canberra have the side that could win this comp, even though they conceded more than 50. They could also be the first club to ever win a comp that has conceded 50. The Raiders, they'll be obviously back to full strength this week and they've been rested, right? Rested 11 players.
Yep.
All they'll want to do, if we know Ricky really well, he will just be like, we are the underdog. Even though they're at home, he'll be like, nah, we're the underdog. Everyone's written us off. We cop 50. Let's show everyone what we're made of, because the Raiders' DNA is absolutely
Backs
just
against the wall mentality.
backs against the wall.
Yeah.
And just grind and grind
100%.
and grind. And for me, I love teams that grind. It's very Penrith. That's how Penrith won 4 comps in a row from just playing that full 80 minutes. And Canberra have developed a side that can play for the full 80. Any side that can play for the full 80 in finals matches can win a comp.
Who of the rested players, so like you said, 11 players rested. Yep. We're talking Savage, Weeks, Sanders, Papali'i, Fogarty.
Yeah.
Who of those 11 players, who do you think is going to be the standout for them this final series?
Strange.
Ethan Strange and Jamal Fogarty, the halves,
Just the halves, yeah.
All year, those two have been great. I think Ethan Strange, like everyone's talking about him
He's
for
been so
playing for
good.
Australia and blah, blah, blah. He's killing it.
He's killing it, but I think he's just a bit too young still.
Oh, he'll be in the extended squad.
In
I
the
reckon,
squad,
for sure.
yeah, but I don't think he's going to be the number 6 runner.
No,
that's right.
It'll probably be Dearden and Cleary or Munster and Cleary or
But
whatever.
if Jamal Fogarty can play that style of football that's very like kick to the corners, kick chase, if he nails his role in that kick chase, it's very finals football type football. Canberra will be freaking hard to beat, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fogarty there, Harry, I'm going to ask you this question here. We have seen this round, the Eels absolutely flog the Knights. Dylan Brown going to the Knights next year. Fogarty going to play for the Raiders in his final Raiders series before going to Manly, who just missed out on the 8. They left it just that little bit too late in the season. What do you think's going through Fogarty's mind this final series, knowing that he's up there with the best of the best this season and he's going to a team that is just outside the 8? Do you think there's that inkling on his mind, or do you think he's completely zoned out? He is playing game day sort of thing. What do you think's going through his head right now?
I think he's playing to the fact that he's still at the Raiders and he's still got a job to do. Because there's no point in him thinking about, I'm going to Manly next year. Yes, we're playing finals, but Manly's my priority. At the moment, he's like, no, fuck all that. I'm worrying about Raiders. I'm trying to guide us to a premiership. He's just, Raiders first.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'm lucky the Roosters won because we would have been out of the 8 with the Dolphins' performance.
Absolutely.
They won by a lot. So.
Yeah, here we go. And then the last round of the game.
Yeah, here we go.
The Eels giving the Knights, not really giving, but just showing them the door and letting them walk through. Yeah, serving it on a silver platter. The wooden spoon. Eels getting it done 66 over to 10 against the Knights. The Eels had 12 tries, both Mitchell Moses and Addo-Carr bagging a triple. They kicked 9 from 12 conversions, had 61% possession, 9 errors, and 1 ruck infringement. I think that this year, boys, that this is the most that a team's had a possession at the end of the game, 61%. Usually it's about that 55-45 or that 51-49 sort of thing. 61% possession. They just were on top.
Newcastle were done in this game by the first 10 minutes.
Literally.
It was about 18-0.
They were just gone.
They were done in the first minute after Dill Brown scored.
The Knights had 10 tries, 2 conversions, 2 tries, 1 conversion. 39% possession, 6 errors and 2 ruck infringements. Jermaine Hopgood, 38 tackles. Zach Lomax, 23 runs for 212 running metres. And Mitchell Moses, 437 kicking metres. Matt Croker, 42 tackles. Saifidi, 16 runs for 166 running metres. And Jacob Arthur, 302 kicking metres. Like Blakey said, the Knights just absolutely woeful. Deal Brown scoring against the team that is coming to next year. He also kicked the final conversion after having an attempt and missing pretty badly.
Can I just say, shout out to Blakey Butt. All year, he's written off teams for us when they've conceded 50.
And
all year, the Knights have not conceded 50
Yep.
until round 27, and Harry did the honours for him and wrote the Knights out of the comp.
Like I said, I couldn't make a man do that to his own team.
Yeah, not to his own team.
I mean, if it was the Roosters, I would have just said, nah, Joey, just go for it from round one.
That was round one, mate. That was round one.
But yeah, so
We'll break that stat too.
yeah, finishing off with our updated ladder as of starting the finals. We had Raiders finishing minor premiers and staying on top with 44 points. Storm second with 40. Bulldogs third with 38. Broncos fourth with 36. Sharks fifth with 36 as well. Warriors 6 with 34. Panthers 7 with 33. Roosters scraping in the 8 with 32. Dolphins 9th with 30. Manly 10th with 30. Eels 11th with 26. Cowboys 12th with 25. Tigers and Rabbitohs 13th, 14th with 24. Dragons 15th with 22. Titans off the bottom with 18. But the Knights getting the 2025 wooden spoon, 18 points with a differential of negative 300 points for the year.
So bad.
Wow, that is
so bad.
It was a year that the Knights want to scrape from their heads.
Yeah.
I reckon that at the conclusion of that game, they started drinking, and I don't think they've stopped. It's now Monday. I reckon they're still about 50 bottles deep, and they're going to keep going until they don't remember yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
a
was
couple of sherbets.
It was a couple of nose
It was
beers.
not better than Lego.
Exactly.
It was not. It was not.
Not better than Lego.
No.
Look, boys, long one this week, but that's me done. I'll bring some stats and some stalking points later.
Ooh, love it, mate. 50-minute stat segment. Very good. We like it.
And that's the show this week, guys.
It's always good, as always, mate. Right here, legends. Before we get back to sledging refs and over-analysing bunker calls, a quick word from our mates at LMTLS Finance, the only brokerage where your loan gets approved faster than at a car in open space.
Tradies, footy heads, weekend warriors. If you're dreaming of that new ute, upgrading the family wagon, or finally getting that jet ski that's been sitting in your someday folder, stop dreaming.
LMTLS Finance makes it happen. No bull, no paperwork piles, just fast approvals from our over 50 lenders that don't leave you on the bench waiting.
They speak your language too. No fancy finance jargon, just straight talk and solid results. And if your credit history's got more bumps than a state of origin decider, no worries. They'll still back you.
Think of them as the Cam Smith of finance, calm under pressure, sharp as a tack, and always making the right play.
So if you want cash flow quicker than a 7-tackle set, hit up LMT LS Finance, tell them the Rock Infringement Boys sent you, and they might even shout you a sausage roll. No promises, but worth a crack.
Check them out now on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. LMTLS Finance. Get approved, not penalised. All right, we're going to jump into a bit of... He's been doing it all game, so a niggling injury and suspension for this week. Now, biggest one probably from the Melbourne Storm game. Pappenhausen went off for HIA. He'll miss the game against the Dogs. And, of course, Jerome Hughes with that wrist. Now, Jerome Hughes, he didn't look 100% anyway coming back, and Bellamy actually admitted in the press conference that he made a mistake bringing him back, that he probably wasn't ready yet. So that's big of Bellamy to actually admit that. So, look, they're probably the two big ones from the round. A couple of HIAs through the games. Hammer was a big one, doing his MCL in the Dolphins game. Yep. So he was probably, set to play for Australia in the centres, but look, probably won't be there now. And he was going to feature in the grand final race at the end of the year between Addo Carr and himself, which may not go ahead anymore.
I will say there is also a chance that Josh Papali, he might not be playing in the Broncos clash due to having a ankle injury in training.
Oh.
So he's racing the clock to be fit for Sunday.
And we will find out tomorrow. Of course, Braden Trindle is the other one. Got injured before the Sharks kicked off in that game. Of course, Atkinson came into the halves, and he is 50-50 to play this week as well. In terms of suspension, wasn't much. The big one was Nico Hines. We've spoken about it at length. Just a couple of fines, the rest. So pretty clean. Which was
the big one was also Nelson too. Four.
Yeah, but are we
Four
surprised?
matches.
Are we surprised?
We're not
with Nelson?
surprised, but still,
I mean,
four,
it's Nelson.
like 4 matches.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
The
It's big.
only way he plays this year again is
doesn't.
if Melbourne make it to the grand final. That's when he's
That's
back.
4 weeks away. He's got 4 matches.
Well, no, Melbourne have to lose and then win.
Yeah,
Because if
If
Melbourne
Melbourne
win,
lose-
he won't play.
If Melbourne lose one game, the grand final would be their 5th week.
Oh, yeah,
And
wow.
that's the return.
Or if he gets 3 weeks suspension, then if he gets 3 weeks and, they
Melbourne
make the
go
grand final,
win, he won't
he's,
do that.
No,
he's in.
no, Nelson will get about 8. But
Oh,
look,
he should.
that's it for our injury and suspension.
League Lids are an international company selling retro corduroy sports hats to make you the envy of all your friends. Head over to League Lids and check out their array of hats today and use our discount code RUCK10 for 10% off.
We're going to jump into some dynamos and dungs.
Big hits, brain fades, magic and muck. Some play sword and some just sucked. From top shelf moves to absolute funks, it's time to break down. Dynamos and dungs. Dynamos and dungs. Dynamos and dungs. Dynamos and dungs.
All right, if you are tuning in for the first time, Dynamos and Dungs, we're going to give our best player of the week, worst player of the week, or it can be a team as well. Harry, we'll start off with you, mate. Who was your Dynamo and Dung for round 27?
It pains me to say this as a Panthers fan, but my dynamo was actually Mitchy Moses.
Wow.
I thought you were going to say Kyle Flanagan. I was going to punch you in the head.
No, I think Moses played really well in
he
his
got
game.
Maccas that week on the way home, which was
He
good.
killed it against. Yes, it's against the Knights.
Yeah, but he got upgraded. It wasn't a Happy Meal. It was a Big Mac meal.
Oh.
where Moses kicked it into gear in that last game, scoring 3 tries. He
Yeah.
was just all over the park for him. As soon as Parra were making an opportunity to score, he was always there.
Imagine what could have been if he was there all year.
If he was there all year, fuck, Parra could be in the finals.
Para 9th.
Yeah. They still missed the 8.
And my dung this week, I think we all know who I'm going to say. I got to do it for the last round of the year.
Blakey.
Fuck the Knights.
Oh, poor Newcastle.
Your last game and you put on a performance like that, it's absolutely terrible. Yes, you lost Fletcher Hunt to, knocking himself out on the ground.
Yeah.
But still to only score 10 points and allow 66 against you, there's something
woeful.
clearly wrong there.
Absolutely. Lukey, Dynamo and Dung for round 27.
Look, there's a lot of players we can talk about here in this segment.
Just do one.
Yeah. So it's very hard to pick. If you'd thrown to me first, I would have had Mitchy Moses as my Dynamo, but
Yeah, cop that.
Harry snuck in there. So I'm going to go with my Dynamo this week. It's going to be...
Just trying to think of it.
Yeah.
Mr. Stall Man.
Fuck no. Fuck the Storm.
No, I said Stall.
Oh, Storm Man. No, I'm going to go with the Dolphins just as a squad.
Yep, nice.
Coming up against, a second-tier Raiders, but, and I said last week they were going to put 50 on them, but, at the end of the day, I was joking. And look what happened. They did it. They put 60 on the Raiders, ruled them out of a premiership.
They did very well.
And in the last round, and I thought, given that it was a game for the Raiders' second-tier players to make a name of themselves and
And they didn't.
and they didn't. Is that right? But they
Apart from Roddy off the bench, he scored 2. He was
so these players, they want to crack first grade. They want to, and the Dolphins just ran circles
I
around
would have
them.
hoped to have seen a bit more. From
Absolutely.
To be fair, they still scored 4 tries, which is pretty good.
Yeah, but I think even that Roddy's second one, it was just an inside ball and he went bang over the line. It wasn't like. It wasn't like a kick across the field and the Wanganita-Wazi one-hand try sort of thing. It wasn't
the best part about that game? The GOAT, Mark Nichols, getting over the stripe.
Absolutely.
And nailing a conversion, too.
Yeah.
and kicking a conversion as well in his
final
last game.
Yep.
So
Very good.
I just
Had him
think
in a multi, too.
the Dolphins just running circles around him. I think the Dolphins are
What
my.
about his teeth after the game, too?
Oh,
He's
he's
lost
lost
2
it
now.
now.
He was like a Souths player.
Yeah.
He's looking like Cam McInnes.
So yeah,
Both played at Souths. Yeah.
Dolphins for me. Dung this week. Yep, Harry said it. The Knights.
Poor Newcastle.
Yeah, sorry, Blakey. The Tigers choked the lead, but we expect that from them. So
We only know one Knights fan. That's why we always mention him. He's the only Knights fan.
yeah, look,
There's only one.
and you know what? At the end of the day, no matter what, you are fighting not to get the spoon, and that's the performance you put up. Like, it's the Knights easily. Yeah. They're the dung.
Micko, Dynamo and Dung for round 27.
All right, my Dynamo, I can't believe I'm going to say this, is Reece Walsh. I don't like the guy, but but to drink toilet water and then come out and score a gun try and lead your team to a victory over Melbourne Storm makes you a good player. And Walsh has lifted his game recently as well.
Absolutely.
He's cut out a couple of errors, which is scary for me.
Still got his forward passes though.
100%.
Still playing it.
I hate Walsh when he's not making errors.
The San Francisco 49ers just offered him a $10 million contract.
Oh, really? Hopefully he takes it up. Oh, okay, and what's the other word?
Dung.
My dung.
Yeah.
Okay, my dung. This is easy for me.
Dragons.
And I have a lot of mates that go for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
But to see the Bulldogs put on that performance and not rest anyone, play a full strength side, and get pretty much pumped, like 20 odd to 6, 24 to 6 or whatever it was. One thing I saw in that game that just made me think, what the bloody hell are the Dogs doing, right? Stephen Crichton, their centre, comes out of centre, goes into halfback, gets the ball, runs across field and puts a kick in that no one chased, and Cronulla come up with the ball.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is a desperate side that has no idea what they're doing in attack.
It's not a top 4 side.
I don't want my halfback standing aside and my centre comes in to do a kick play
For sure.
on the 5th tackle. If that's what my team's coming up with, I'm scared going into the final.
You know who could pull it off, though? Case McLean. He could do it. Run into halves. And you know who'd be scoring the try? Paul Alamotti.
See, now that the Tigers are out, the closet Panther fan comes out in Luke. Still talking about it.
You know what?
But could you imagine Nathan Cleary stepping aside for a centre to take the...
Can you,
No.
Can you
It
actually
just
think
shouldn't
of
happen.
what player would have the balls to push Nathan Cleary and say, fuck off, mate, I'll do this shit?
Probably
Mark Wood.
You know what? Stephen Crichton is the guy.
No, you know what?
I love it, mate.
Rogue shout, Matt Eisenhuth. He would just be like, nah, Nath, give me the ball. I've got this.
No, he got rested.
Yeah, Isaiah Yo has a kicking license, so maybe he could do
I
it.
think he got dropped. I don't think he's in our top squad, man.
They rested 16 players and they said, Matt, you're playing in this game. He was 17th, and then the week after, they're all back, Matt, you're rested.
What's the worst thing? That game, he was captain and he didn't know how to do the coin toss.
Don't blame the guy. He plays himself.
That's how long it's been since he's
Shout
been a
out to
captain.
Matty.
Yeah,
That
love you,
was
Matty.
blown out of proportion. Did you hear the real story?
No, we don't want to know the real
Did
story.
you hear the real story?
Yeah, I did.
It's not that he didn't know how to do the coin toss. Is that he called it before they actually flicked it.
Oh, there you
They've
go.
blown it up.
Okay.
He was too eager. The coin was in the hand. He went heads.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they hadn't even flicked it. Like that's all they did.
But still, it was funny.
It was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very funny.
But that changes the whole interpretation from doesn't know how to do a coin toss to prematurely calls it.
Beautiful.
Like I kind of feel bad for him because it makes him look really dumb. Like he's not dumb.
He's a footy player.
He's a meathead.
yeah.
He plays rugby.
It makes him look,
Come on, he's dumb.
really, really dumb.
He's a
when
front rower.
in the sense that he was just very happy. And you know, he was probably thinking, "Oh boy, I'm Captain X."
He ticks all the other boxes for dumb.
I'll tell you what, I embrace being dumb.
Oh, me too,
As a
bro. Me
rugby
too.
league fan, I
Me
embrace
too.
the dumbness.
Oh, I love it. Anyway, mate, great shouts. My dynamo for this week, Mark Nwangani-Tuase. 3 tries. Absolutely
Typical.
fantastic in that game. Became the top try scorer for 2025. Fantastic. Marky Mark. Here's my dynamo. My dung this week, Melbourne Storm. Only because we expected so much coming off that thrashing from the Chooks. I expected so much of them in this game. I don't rate the Broncos. They came off a 38-30 point win against the Cowboys the week before, and I thought
that's true.
I thought Bronx aren't going to win this game. Like Storm have got this in the bag, and they were woeful for Craig Bellamy's 601st game and his 600th as well. But yeah, Storm for me, they are my dung this week. All right, that is it for Dynamos and Dungs.
Wow, I've got my lawn in tip-top shape.
What are you talking about, bro? This is a rugby league podcast.
Oh, sorry, man. I've just been really impressed with my new mower from Koala Mowers. It's powerful, cuts well, and gives me a nice, fresh finish. Plus, it makes my lawn look the best on the block.
Jeez, that sounds good. I really need to trim my hedges. Can they help there too?
Koala Mowers have all your lawn care needs covered, my man. They have all the right tools and equipment to trim your hedges, cut your grass, and blow away your leaves.
All right, you've convinced me. Where can I buy one?
Check them out on social media at Facebook and Instagram, or locally at 112 Russell Street, Emu Plains. And if you mention the Ruck Infringement Podcast in store, you'll get 10% off.
Great. I'm on my way to get myself a new trimmer.
Koala mowers, making lawn care easy without the hassle of having the correct qualifications.
We're going to jump into the Profits preview.
Who's hot? Who's not? He's got the view. It's time for the breakdown. Profits review. Profits
All right, if you're tuning in for the first time, this is the Profits preview. We're going to go through finals week 1 and NRLW round 11, which is the final round for the NRLW as well. We're going to give a team we think is going to win, a margin, and a couple of try scorers. So let's start off with the international cricket sensation. We go to Friday night footy, mate, as it is finals. First game, Bulldogs against Melbourne Storm. Who are you taking?
Honestly, the way these two teams have been playing, it's hard to pick, eh?
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna go Melbourne.
Yep.
Purely because they have they've had the experience of being in the finals for however many years it's been now, and the Dogs under the Lockie Galvin effect have just been, failing these last few weeks.
Galvin-gate.
Yeah, Galvin Gate. So I'm gonna go Melbourne 1-12.
Yep. Nice.
In terms of try scorers, I'm gonna go Coates. Fuck it, Lockie Galvin to get over, and
Talk shit about him, but he'll score.
yeah, and I will go Cam Munster.
Ooh, big. I like it. All right, Statsman, who wins?
I am on the same page as Harry. I just think Melbourne experience, even though they're going to have no Hughes, no Pappenhausen.
Yep.
I just think their forward pack.
Grant will be back, which is massive for them.
Harry Grant's going to come back.
Fuck you, Harry Grant.
Harry Grant's going to be the changer for that game. He's going to be the game-changing moment next week if Melbourne get it done. I'm going to go Melbourne 1-12, but I'm going to go Melbourne by 10. I'm going to go them right on the edge of that 1-12 there. Try scorers, I am going to go with Harry Grant, Xavier Coates for a double. And from the Bulldogs, he hasn't scored in the last few weeks, but I'm going to go Connor Tracy.
Yeah, nice.
Bold prediction here. Bulldogs lose, and the first thing we see, Monday morning news, it's all because they bought Galvin.
Yeah.
Bold prediction. It's all going to be...
Buzz will call it, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Lachlan Galvin, we said
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah,
Buzz will come
He was meant to be God's gift to football.
He's definitely a 10-year player.
He had that succulent Chinese meal with Gus Gould. Although he hasn't met him, he's had that meal with Gus Gould, and he's the best player to ever be playing.
Oh, shout out to Buzzy. We love Buzz. All right, Micko, who wins this game?
Melbourne. Melbourne win. They've just got too much finals experience.
Yeah.
And as bad as Melbourne have been the last 2 weeks, if anyone can turn form around, it's the Melbourne Storm.
100%.
I can't see the Dogs turning their form around because they've actually been average since they bought Lachlan Galvin, literally. They've played 8 games since they got Galvin. They've won 4 and lost 4.
Yep.
And one of those wins was against Penrith's reserve grade side. So, yeah.
Which was, funnily enough, his
can't read
best
into
game
that.
because he belongs around reserve graders.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I got Melbourne winning by 13 plus.
Nice.
So I'll say Melbourne 30, Bulldogs 10.
Ooh, I love it.
And try scorers Harry Grant from dummy half.
Yep.
The winger that jumps really high. I don't know what's his name.
Coates or Warbury?
Coates. Xavier Coates.
Yep.
He'll bag a try. And for the Bulldogs, Reid Marnie from dummy half. I'll give him a try as well.
Very good.
Yeah, because
I
I
like
like Reid Marnie.
Yeah.
So I'll give him a try.
Beautiful. All right, I'm going Storm as well. I think it's all pretty clear cut for this game. As you said, Dogs have been bad for a while. The Roosters started their decline with that 32-12 win 4 weeks ago.
Yep.
And after that game, we were on the pod and remember, all of us said, we can't see the Bulldogs winning another game. They then lost to Melbourne.
Yep.
They beat a B-string Penrith side, then they lost to Sharks. I think they go out in straight sets. I think they lose to Melbourne, they lose the week after.
Yep.
So I'll back Storm in this one. Just not on the Dogs. Sorry, all my Dogs fans. You woofed too early this year, and That's how it is. So I'm going Melbourne Storm 13 plus as well. In terms of try scorers, I'm going to go a bit different. Stefano Utoikamanu to get over the line. I'm going to go Warbrick on the other side and Nick Meaney to score. He'll probably play fullback for Pappenhausen. All right, let's jump into our first Saturday game. We've got Saturday afternoon in New Zealand. The Warriors. This is the Harry Smith Cup, really. The Warriors against the Penrith Panthers. We'll start off with the stats, man. Who are you taking in this game, mate?
Look, I think we made it pretty clear. I'm very confident that Penrith could be the team to get it done out of the top 8, and obviously they need to win this game to do it.
Yep.
So obviously I'm gonna take Penrith, but I'm gonna go bold, and I don't care if anyone backs me up on this one. Not only am I going Penrith,
don't you dare say Golden Point.
I'm going Penrith 13 plus.
Yeah, nice.
Big. I'm going to go Penrith.
I don't think that's bold. I think Warriors are cooked.
Warriors might be cooked, but they have still performed well in front of a home crowd.
True.
So I'm going to go Penrith 13 plus here. I'm going to go with, if he gets into the squad, I'm going to go Alamotti for a try, Jenkins for a try.
Yep.
I'm also going Nathan Cleary for a double.
Wow. How good would it be if Jet Cleary played in this game?
I don't think they will.
Against Jet.
But I'm going to go...
And Ivan as the coach.
Yeah, there you go.
It'll rattle Ivan, hey. Talk about rattling him.
From the Warriors, I'm still going to back their outside backs and go DWZ and RTS
for
a try. But
don't know where RTS will play yet because Rocco Berry is out for this game. Could play centre, could play fullback.
Exactly.
Picky comes in as well.
Yeah.
All right, Micko.
All right.
Who wins this game? Give us 3 reasons why
the Warriors will win.
Here's my 3 reasons why Penrith are going to beat the Warriors.
Love it.
Yeah, I got Penrith winning. I'm going to say Penrith probably win 13 plus as well.
Beautiful.
I'm going to say 28-6.
Yep.
I think this is where Penrith will turn on the defense. So I can't see the Warriors scoring more than 1 try. So I'll just give them 1 try. My 3 try scorers will go to, I hope Nathan Cleary gets over.
Yep.
Casey McLean, he always scores. And Brian Toto as a try scorer as well.
Good.
Can I just say, I'm very surprised his 3 reasons weren't Ivan Cleary, Nathan Cleary, Brian Toto.
I've done that in the past. I can't do that.
No explanation, just names.
Doesn't need one. Yeah. All right, Harry. Who wins this game, mate, in the Harry Smith Cup?
It's the Warriors 13 plus.
Fuck off. Penrith 13 plus. I think, given what happened the last time we played the Wars, yes, we were resting our Origin stars and we still put a decent number on them. I think it was like 32-18 or something
Yeah, it was pretty
like
embarrassing.
That. I think a full-strength Penrith probably goes close to putting 50 on them. That's my bold prediction. Penrith put 50 on the Wars.
Wow.
50.
Yep. In terms of try scorers, I'm going to go Cleary, McLean, Smith.
What you did last week.
Papali,
I'm gonna go.
Moses Leota, Matt Eisenhuth.
Fuck off. I'm going to go... In return to form, I'm going to go Edwards to get over.
Ooh, he needs to play well this week, boys.
And from the Wars, I'm going to go Dallin and Leka Halasima.
Yeah, very nice. I like it. Boys, it's Penrith for me as well. As much as I want to tip the Wars, you guys know I do. But I'll take Penrith because I think they'll win this game. I'm going to go Penrith 1-12, but I think the Wars, they need to perform, and they need to perform well. I'll go Penrith 1-12 in this game. What are you looking at me like that for?
No, I'm not looking at you.
Oh, okay. Penrith 1-12. In terms of try scorers, I'm going to back Moses Leota to get over in front of Fisher Harris, his old Bash brother.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Moses Leota to score a try. I'm going to go Sam Healy to number 9 from the Wars. Really like what I've seen from him. And, of course, Casey McLean. He's been in absolute fantastic form this year. All right, let's jump into game of the round. Shark Park, 7:35 p.m. Saturday night. Sharks v Roosters. Now, going to be another fantastic finals game. This is elimination final as well as the game before. Let's start off with you in this one, Micko. Who are you taking in this game?
Okay, I am tipping the Roosters 1-12.
Beautiful.
The Sharks impressed me so much last week.
Yep.
That I do think the Sharks will actually take the Roosters down to the wire, but I see the Roosters getting the win.
Love it.
The most disappointing thing about this game for me is the ground that it's being played at.
Yeah, 100%.
How can you play a finals match at a ground that can't fit over like 13,000, 14,000 people in it?
I agree.
Is ridiculous to
Should
me.
have moved to Dalliance.
I don't care where they play it. If they can get 30,000 people there, that's what they should be doing.
Yep.
It's actually disappointing. I would even let Penrith sacrifice home games, go to Homebush or Allianz or whatever, Combank, to get the extra fans there. I always prefer a bigger crowd over a home game. You know what I mean?
Here's an interesting question for you boys, and like it's a bit of a hypothetical, but down the track, could we do finals as like a magic round thing and play all 4 finals games
I
at
thought
the
of
same
that.
ground?
I actually thought of that, but maybe do 2 on the Saturday, 2 on the Sunday.
Yeah, but at one ground.
Yeah,
I'm the only reason I'm against
2
that.
in Queensland, 2 in New South Wales.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be a little bit better, but the only reason I'm against that is because Magic Round is in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
It's obviously we know it's at Brisbane, but it's in the middle of the year. So 1 week the ground is absolutely beat up. But for a finals game, I don't think you can have multiple games at the same field because the first game that plays there, they got a pristine field, but the other 3 teams they got a beat up field sort of thing. I just don't think 24 hours or even, first game at 3 o'clock, second game at 7 o'clock sort of thing. I don't think that 2.5 hours, 3 hour mark is enough to get the field up to standard so that every other team can have the same advantage sort of thing. So
true.
I think for a final series, I think that would be a bit hard, but being Magic Round, in the middle of the year, it's that 1 week, but everyone still has the rest of the year to like make up if they lose and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For a final series, I just don't see it working because if you're the first 2 teams, you're great. You're like, oh, yeah, we got a beautiful fucking field.
Yeah.
If you're the last 2 teams of the round, you got a beat up field. It's choppy, it's changey, the ball bounces differently.
Yeah.
I just don't see it being fair, like sort of thing. And you know what? Like at the end of the day, like I don't think you would if your Roosters were the last round of the week and every other team's torn up the field sort of thing.
We've got Volandis over here. Anyway, continue, Micko.
Get this on there.
So
You got
try scorers. The winger Nika Nawake.
Yeah, nobody fucking wants him.
Say that name. I'll give him a try for sure.
Beautiful.
I'll give James Tedesco a try because I know his name. And for the Sharks, I've got Nico Hines setting up a try for like a cutout pass to whoever their winger is.
Love it.
Yeah, that
Mulitalo,
guy.
Katoa.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, beautiful. They always score.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, Harry, who wins this game?
Can I choose neither team?
Yeah, you can go for a draw.
No, I'm not going to go for a draw.
It can't happen.
It can't happen anyway. So, look, it's going to hurt me either way to say it. So, I'm going to go Roosters.
Hey,
But I've got Roosters winning this by a field goal.
yeah, nice.
I've got a very tight
Who
game.
kicks it, Zavala or Walker?
I'm going to go Walker.
Yeah.
Walker to kick the field goal. I'm going to do a score prediction. I'm going to go 14-13.
Big.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
They
it
both
does.
kick a field goal and then Roosters kick another one.
No, like, yeah, 2-point field goal.
points.
Sammy Walker, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Actually, no, I'm going to go
13,
15.
12?
No, I'm going to go 15-14.
Okay, 15-14. Yeah. Quick maths.
Yeah. In terms of try scorers, it's hard to look past Mark Nwakanitawaze. I'm going to go also Blake Brayley to sneak
Ooh,
over.
Big. Love it. Stats, man.
Now, there's a method to my madness here, guys.
Oh, here we go again.
I have tipped the Roosters in the last 6 rounds that they've won, right?
Yeah.
And it pains me to say it, that I have tipped the Roosters and they've gone on to win,
Yeah.
right? I have come to the realization.
Don't you break the omen.
I've come to the realization that I'm not going to win the tipping comp this year. So really, it doesn't matter who I fucking tip.
It does to me because you're my omen at the moment.
But if I had to pick one team, I will not say their name or anything. I'm just going to take a sip from my glass.
Look at that. That's his glass from home too. He brought
It's
that.
the Sydney Roosters.
You own that.
Well, he does.
It's not actually his.
Look, I'm gonna tip the Roosters here. I think they're just so confident, and yeah, like the game's at Shark Park, but I don't think there's going to be a massive. I don't think there's going to be a massive Sharks turnout.
There won't be a massive crowd.
Yeah, it won't be a massive crowd, but
13,000.
I reckon out of 13,000, I reckon 55% is going to be the Roosters fans because they're playing from the 8th position. They're wanting it. They're going to want it more. I'm going to go Roosters. I'll go in a tight one. I'm going to go Roosters by 8 points.
Yep.
For mixed reference, his name is Nwanganitawazi. And
Nice.
he's going to bag a double.
Ooh.
And then from the Sharkies, I'm going to go with big Adam Fanua-Blake, score a try.
Love it. Well, it's the Chooks for me, 13 plus. They'll get this done easily. I'm going to back a couple of try scorers in. Mark Nwanganitawazi for a double. Absolutely love that shout. Daniel Tupou to go over the stripe. Robbie Toya as well to score, maybe tying up his shoelaces. And Nico Hines for one hip drop in this tackle, in this game. And that is it for that game. And we jump into our final game Sunday afternoon. The Raiders against the Brisbane Broncos, GAO Stadium in Canberra. This is going to be an absolute belter, this one. A game that you can sense an ambush. You can sense one coming. Harry, will there be an ambush or are Raiders too good?
I think the Raiders get it done.
Nice.
I reckon again this is going to be a field goal game too.
Yeah, wow.
I'm going to have Ethan Strange to actually nail the field goal.
That's strange.
Yeah, I got it in a tight one, obviously, a field goal in it. I'm not going to go a score prediction because I fucked up the first one. In terms of try scorers, I am going to go Reece Plumbing to score. I'm also going to go. I'm going to get Strange to go over as well.
Plumbing.
And
That's one of your best, mate.
thank you. It's not like I took it from someone else, but it's fine. And I'm going to go a big man from the front, Joe Tarpany.
Love it. Micko, who gets it done?
Canberra.
Yep.
Yep. But 1 to 12.
Yep.
I can see Canberra winning maybe 24 to 16. Like, yeah, it'll be fairly tight. But I think Canberra will win on defence. I think we'll see a very good defensive line from Canberra, which will be enough to keep the Broncos, to 16 points or something like
100%.
that. So, I mean, Brisbane, the thing that gets me with Brisbane, right, and the reason why I don't think Brisbane can win the comp is they hate the really tough games and they hate playing tough for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
They want to throw the ball around. They want the game to open up early and they just want to have fun. And that's cool, but it doesn't win comps.
No.
Canberra have the attitude that wins comps, which is that nitty gritty, fight to the death and tackle your heart out. So yeah, I got Canberra winning that game and try scorers for Canberra will be Jamal Fogarty.
Yep.
And KO Weeks. He's a gun. KO Weeks.
He's a gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Stats, man.
I am going this week, Broncos.
Wow.
1 to 12. I think if Reynolds plays, there is rumours that he could play this week. He could drop in the line, but he also has come out and said himself he will not risk any decision sort of thing. So we're just going to wait and see there. But right now I'm going Broncos 1 to 12 for the sole fact that I think that Ethan Strange has played fantastic footy throughout the whole season. I think finals pressure might get to him. He's going to overplay his hand a little bit, and I think the Broncos might capitalise on that. Try scorers, I'm going to go with both the fullbacks, Weeks and Walsh, the W's.
You like your
Weeks
letters.
because he's a fantastic player. Walsh because he's going to drink toilet water before the game. And then I'm going to go with Karapani. And if he plays, there's I can't remember, is Papali?
Josh Publi.
Yeah, is he out or is he on the
you
fritz?
mentioned
He's racing the clock to be fit.
Right.
So he
if
might
he's
be out.
fit, he crosses the line. Big boy
Yeah,
puppers.
very nice. Love it. Raiders for me. I think they get this done at home. Definitely a danger game for them. I think Broncos can upset them. I'm going to go Raiders 1 to 12. I'm going to go Raiders by 2 in this game. I think it'll be really, really tight. In terms of try scorers, I'm going to back in Huddy Young to get over the line. He's always good for a try. I'm going to go big Horsburgh as well, Big Red. Captained last week and got himself a meaty, didn't he, last week? Against the Dolphins? No, he didn't.
No, he scored against the Tigers.
No, yeah. So I'll back Big Red in to score.
No, didn't you hear? They're going to do the exact same thing Penrith did. Rest 11 players, and then the captain of the rested team, he's sitting out this week.
Oh, beautiful. So I'm going to go Horsburgh to score. And then on the Broncos end, I'm going to go Ben Hunt to drop the ball off kickoff. Finals game. Pressing it to him.
Oh, love that. Love that.
Joey,
That will be entertainment.
if Ben Hunt drops the ball off a kickoff, I'll put the next carton of beer in the fridge.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, you will anyway. But
No, I won't.
Love it.
But if he drops it, I will.
And that is it for finals week 1. Of course, NRLW, the Roosters remain undefeated, getting a win over the Raiders. Some really good wins. The Dogs got a really good win against the Sharky Girls as well. Parramatta destroyed the Tigers. Knights scraped into the final series, and the Broncos got a win as well. So some fantastic games here. They've got their last round 11, heading into finals for them.
And the Cowboys.
Your Cowboys, of course, your cousins.
Yeah,
both
both-
starred in that game.
Both the cousins played.
Yep.
They played really well, especially the younger one, Ebony.
Yep, she couldn't cross
did
from
really
a multi.
She didn't cross from one either, so that's fine. But it's great to see, the women's games getting more and more support behind it.
100%.
This is probably the only time I'll ever support a Queensland-based team due to the fact that I've got family members there. But yeah, it's always great to see.
Shout out to Mitch, of course.
Mitchell doesn't deserve any shout out.
I love it. All right, that is it for the Prophets preview. We're going to rush through this last bit. We've got some talking points. But before we get into talking points, can you get up the SpeakPipe audio for me that I sent to the group chat? We have a special voice message from a good friend of the show, Toby Thompson. Now, Toby, I went to school with Tobes, grown up with Tobes. He's mad Roosters, man. I'll give some context to this. Is at the start of the season, Toby is a mad Roosters man, but he wrote us off. Start of the year, he said, "I can't see us getting it done with our young guys. Look, I just don't think we're going to make the 8. Blah blah blah." Fast forward 27 rounds, we made the 8. Toby has done an apology for the Ruck Infringement podcast.
Yeah, I owe the Roosters an apology. After the preseason and early rounds, I definitely wrote us off. I thought, it's going to be a rebuild year, too many outgoings, not enough incomings, and turns out the only thing that needed rebuilding was my belief. I'm a one-eyed Roosters fan who clearly needs glasses. Up the chookies.
Hey legends, future Joey here, just in editing mode at the moment. Just wanted to elaborate on the apology from my good mate Toby Thompson. Thank you for sending that through, of course. Look, Toby, he did write the Roosters off early in the season. They are now in the top 8, heading into finals footy. So thank you for the apology, Toby. We really appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the video. All right, we're going to jump into some talking points now.
Talking points, talk. Rumors, transfers, players wanna walk. Injuries, drama, who's informed? Head highs, arrest, headlines swarm. We're live, NRL views. Ruck Infringement podcast, your fix for breaking news. It's talking points. Over to you. Oh yeah.
The Dogs are not looking great at the moment. They're absolutely cooked. We've spoken a lot about them. I don't think we need to talk anymore about how they're going at the moment. Boys, the big one this week was Desi Hasler played his final game as the Titans coach, and of course foreign as well, retiring from rep footy. Club footy and rep footy. I think he wants to play for New Zealand, but whether he'll get picked remains to be seen. But
he's put his hand up and said, "If you pick me, I'll play."
But he's been a great player. He's been a fantastic player, and one of the toughest halves I've probably seen play the game. Like the guy knew how to. He would just run into the line. He didn't really care. And he's been a great player for the game.
Given the whole switching of codes that's going on, sort of thing, and all the other, who's playing where, sort of thing, I actually will not be shocked. And if they pick him, I won't be disappointed, sort of thing. I think New Zealand will pick him.
Yeah.
His swan song, sort of thing.
It'll be a Sean Johnson type thing.
He's finished his career. He hasn't got the wooden spoon. New Zealand will go, come on, because he's played good footy in a very disappointing side. Kieran Foran has probably been the Titans' highlight this year, sort of thing.
Yeah.
They'll pick him. It'll be a swan song. He'll have a good year. I reckon they're going to pick him in the squad.
In other news, Kobe Hetherington looks set to leave the Broncos and is heading to Manly for the 2026 season. So there'll be added bonus for Manly. He's not a bad player. Definitely gives you some depth.
Do you know why? that Manly are pushing for Aloye to be medically retired with a shoulder injury.
I haven't seen him play for about 3 years. So
he's apparently he's got an ongoing shoulder injury that just will not recuperate. And so they're pushing for him to be medically retired.
Yeah, fair enough.
As of next year.
Yeah, well, he's not a bad player, Cover Heverington. Of course, I interviewed his dad, Jason Heverington, a couple of weeks back. So, obviously, former Dogs legend, played for Queensland as well. So, yeah, really good. And, of course, Sandon Smith.
Yep.
Rumours are closer and closer that he is signing with Newcastle as of 2026 on a 3-year deal, leave him there till 2029. Interesting one, boys, because...
Can I ask you a question about Sandon
absolutely.
Smith?
Go for it.
Knowing that you've got, Manly's halfback, Cherry Evans coming to the club, right?
Yeah.
Are you disappointed now that you've got Cherry Evans and you've lost Sandon Smith?
No, because Sandon was offered a deal at the start of the year before the Cherry Evans stuff and turned it down.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so start of the season, he was offered, I believe it was $650,000 to stay at the Roosters, and he turned it down, and then we heard about all the rumblings about DCE and everything like that.
Yep.
So if we had have been looking at DCE before that, 100%, I would have been like, we need to keep the young guys.
Yeah.
But because he actually turned it down at the start of the season, I went, well, Savala, it's going to be 1 year. Savala can play off the bench. He actually played second row in New South Wales Cup as well.
Yep.
So Savala's a massive body. So having him on the bench will actually be really, really good for us. He'll learn a lot off DCE, Walker, and then he'll be back in the fray 2027.
I do have a quick talking point before we move on.
Go for it.
The Bulldogs announced a couple of hours ago they've got 4 major re-signings with Serraldo, Gould and Critter all extending to 2031.
Yep.
Wow.
And Jacob Kiraz is in closing stages of 28.
That's big for them. Look, they're a good club, and they'll definitely win a comp, I reckon, in the next 5 years. But it just depends on Galvin and if he can move out of that entitlement. Because, as a 19-year-old, you think the world owes you, and the world owes you nothing at 19. Absolutely nothing. And personally, I actually think Galvin's going to become a lock. I think he's going to get a bit of size. He's going to become a 13 because in a club like that, they could use a genuine 13. I mean, Kurt Mann plays at 14 now, comes off the bench. They sort of experiment with their 13 between Curran and some others. But I would really like to see Galvin as a playmaking lock.
Yep. I've got 2 talking points as well for you, Joe. I'm going to throw the question out to the crowd. Who do we think currently has the longest try-scoring drought? All right? Player. In the current game.
Currently.
Is it a Penrith player? Can I ask that?
I will not answer any questions.
Because I've seen a photo. I caught a glimpse of the jersey of a photo.
Is it Eisenhuth?
It is Matt Eisenhuth with 66 games without a try. The next 4 after him, so the top 5 is Matt Eisenhuth, 66 games. His last try was round 9, 2021. Davey Clemmer, 43 games. His last try was round 15, 2023. Jazz Tavanga, 38 games. Last try round 6, 2024. Aaron Clark, close behind with 36 games. Last try round 12, 2024. Boys, you'll never believe who's in 5. Alex 12. Round 12, 2024. He's gone 30 games without a try. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Wow.
And then coming to the end of the year, we have the top 10 all-time try scorers. How many in the top 10 do we think are current
NRL
players?
Ooh.
4.
You reckon 4?
4. And I'll say Tupou, Alex Johnson, Josh Adokar, and Tedesco will be in there.
Tedesco, okay.
Wow.
Mick?
I was going to say 3.
3?
3 of the guys he mentioned.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going the exact same. I'm going 3.
Yeah.
You nailed the players. I reckon it's 3 of them.
It was 3.
3.
So we have Ken Ovine still on top, 212. Second, Alex Johnson, 210. Third, Billy Slater, 190.
Tupou.
Fourth, Tupou, 183.
Morris.
5, Menzies, 180. 6, Morris, 176. 7, Andrew Eddinghauser, 166. 8, Terry Lamb, 164. 9, Brett Stewart, 163. And equal 10th, we have Matt Singh, Hazem El Masri, and Josh Adokar with 159 tries, boys.
Yeah, thanks to those 3 you got.
Well, thanks to Adokar scoring on the weekend.
Literally, top 10 and you have 3 still active players. I think that's a good feat.
He'll get close to Toops and Johnson too as well, I reckon.
I reckon he's got, maybe 3, 4 years, sort of thing. 40 more tries, like, to get up there,
I mean, if Paris start, going on a bit of a run. Anyway, we're off track. But absolutely fantastic there for talking points.
Well, mate, I've got to ask, how are you keeping yourself looking so fresh these days?
Mate, it's because of these awesome safety glasses from Stay Fancy Eyewear. Not only do they protect me from the harsh rays of the sun, but they also make me look damn good too.
Well, mate, where can I get myself a pair of those?
Visit their website at stayfancy.com.au or visit their social media pages. And if you follow the Ruck Infringement podcast, you can use the code RUCK10% for 10% off today.
I'm heading there right now. You'll see a new me next week.
Stay Fancy Eyewear, keeping you safe and looking good while doing it.
Now, before we finish up, we do have 2 more segments. We're going to throw over to Harry. We haven't had this all year. It went behind closed doors. It is the Harry M's.
It's time for the Harry M's. It's time for the Harry M's. It's time for the Harry M's.
Mate, what do you got for us?
Lachlan Galvin.
So for those who don't know, the Harry M's is the Dally M's, but shit. Basically, I pick. I go 3-2-1 for the game, like every game of the week, like every player. There is. It pains me to say this in our my top 3.
If it's a Rooster, we cannot announce it.
There are 2 Roosters players.
I reckon I can name them too.
And just because it also happens to be Joey's team, there is also a Bunnies player in there. So in 3rd place, we have Alex Johnston.
Yes. Wow. Well, deserved.
That's gross.
That's deserved. No, fuck you and the Roosters. That's deserved. Of all players this year, that's deserved. Come on.
All he tries me from Latrell.
It doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Anyway.
I'll smack you silly later.
He's not even in the top 5 for tries scored this year.
But he's in the top 3 for all time.
Yeah. But this year. It's Harry M's for this year.
Anyway, in 2nd place, we have James Tedesco.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say Teddy.
Yeah.
And in number 1, we can all guess who it is.
Lachlan Galvin.
Mark Nawaqanitawaze.
I thought I was good.
Oh, wow.
And that Marky Mark is the official winner of the Harry M's this year.
Well done, Marky Mark. Well done, mate. One of your absolute best. Of course, the Harry M's will be back in 2026.
Mark, you can expect a beanie heading your way.
Yeah, why not?
I will announce this now. Next year will also include the NRLW.
Oh, big. Love it.
I propose no Roosters players can win.
Oh, mate, they're undefeated. They'll be winning every week.
Just in men's as well. No Rooster can win.
All right, before we finish up, a couple of things. First thing, mate, we would just want to throw to you. We do have Relay for Life coming up, and you are participating in it.
Yep.
So do you want to take people through what's happening, where they can donate? And
Yeah, no worries. So Relay for Life is going on this weekend. It is dedication to all cancer survivors.
Yep.
I haven't publicly said it, but my sister-in-law, she is a survivor as well. So I've done this now this will be my 2nd year doing it. But it's an even bigger thing for me this year personally, because this year I have decided to get rid of all my locks. I'm going to donate all my hair to the Cancer Council.
Wow.
So if anyone wants to donate to that, my hair is on the line here. Joey's going to post
on the socials,
the link to the socials this year, but it's a very good cause to obviously raise money for Cancer Council and everything like that. Last year, boys, I did it for the first year, and I didn't have my own personal tracker, but I did a best for myself sort of thing. I run over 90 laps personally myself as part of a team.
Congrats, mate.
But yeah, it's a challenging thing, and it does not amount to what cancer survivors have to go through. But the people that give up their time, so much respect for them, the pain that they go through on the day.
Yeah, for sure.
It still does not amount to everything else, but to put that support in for cancer survivors, I think it's a really great cause. So this Saturday coming, I am going to step up to the plate. My hair is going. If anyone can donate a couple of bucks, that'd be.
I'll put in
absolute-
$100 from Dream Flooring.
Oh, look
there
at
we
that.
go.
How good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to a very good cause. It's
Yep.
obviously going to a very special member of my family as well, but to everyone as well. The Cancer Council, they do such good work, boys, and organising this massive event as well. There last year, at the Paceway, I was so shocked. The amount of supporters, the people that were down there running laps. I was not running, I was walking. But I'm a very unfit person, guys.
Now
but
he changes it. Oh, I did 90 laps. Oh, but I was walking.
No, I walked. but I still walked.
I know.
I was like, if this guy
He's
can
taking
do
the
it,
100 away now.
It's like 90 laps walking or
I'll give you
running
90 bucks.
is still an incredible
90,
feat.
a dollar a lap.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a 12-hour day, boys.
Nah,
and
we
when,
love it,
when you
mate.
go down there and you walk for 2 hours straight, you get gassed, you have a break,
Yeah,
sort of thing.
for sure.
It's such a hard toll, but you do it for the people that you love, and you do it for everyone else in Australia that have suffered such a great ordeal. So, Joey, I appreciate you putting that on the
Of
socials.
course. We'll drop it in the YouTube description as well. The
Yeah,
link will be
look,
in there.
I'll if you want me to take my hair out, sort of thing. This is it's a 2-year growth, boys. This is
Wow.
something big for me. I haven't cut my hair in over 2
Bro,
years.
we can't show that on the camera.
Why
Oh, he means on his head.
No,
Right, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. I'll quickly flick my hair out.
If you are watching on the YouTube, if you're listening on audio, you'll be thinking what's happening. But he's just
I'll do a
You
visible
commentate for
sound.
us.
I'll do a visible sound.
this is the longest my hair has been in 25 years.
looks like Thor in Avengers Endgame, where he.
I wish I looked that fucking good.
No, he was,
It's quite a sexy
no, he
look.
was big in that one. Remember?
Is that a fat joke?
Hey, shout out to Checkers, all right?
Yeah,
He had to go with Checkers,
I
not
did.
me.
But yeah, no, I can't. Words cannot put how much this organisation means to so many people in Australia.
Absolutely.
So any donations that you can throw in there, please donate. And you know what? I think you said off air, the biggest donator for the podcast sort of thing. We'll throw in some goodie bags for you.
Yeah, a couple of prizes. I'll reach out to some of my sponsors as well and see what we can do.
Absolutely. We do know it's short notice sort of thing.
Yeah.
But any money that you can throw our way, that'd be absolutely great. And I'll be down there on Saturday walking all day.
Love it.
Wow.
Love it,
Good on
mate.
you, mate.
Fantastic.
Jeez, I'm starving. I could really go for a snack.
Mate, we're halfway through recording. We can't stop now for a snack. And besides, what are we going to eat that will keep our bellies full?
Dude, I know I'm sorry, but I've just discovered Gibson Country Style Jerky, the greatest jerky going around. They have a variety of flavors, including pepper steak, barbecue bourbon, and teriyaki, and they deliver countrywide.
Wow, bro, that sounds amazing. I have to get my hands on some of this. Where can I find it?
You can visit their website at gibsoncountrstylejerky.com or check out their social media pages for more. And because you're a fan of Ruck Infringement Podcast, you can use the code podcast for 10% off.
Done. Already ordered. I'm so hungry now.
Gibson Country Style Jerky, the perfect snack for any occasion.
Now, just to finish off, we've got a couple of your questions. If you could get those for me, Harry.
No, I want to ask.
Sorry. Luke, if you would like to ask the questions for the listeners today.
Yes, I will.
I think I know why you want to ask one of the questions.
Well, actually, it should come from Harry, but I'm going to do it anyway. Joey, who's this bloke?
It's Micko.
So Micko's asked himself.
Yeah.
I've asked the podcast.
Harry would love to see it, but can Micko take his shirt off for a few seconds?
Here we go. If you're on the
Micko,
YouTube.
we've loved
Swing
to...
it around. Swing it around.
Let's go, Pistons.
Come on, boys.
Up the ring. Woo! We'll leave it off for today.
Don't look at his sunburn.
And then our second question this week.
That was from Cereal.
If you could add another category award at the Dally M's, what would it be and why?
Best looking player.
Oh, that's a good one. What about add the VB hardworking index in there? Fletcher the VB bar, how he always does the player that's
good
worked
shout.
the hardest. Maybe like the hardest working or
I'm going to throw to Hammy. He did it at the red carpet a few years ago.
Yep.
The sports bet grub of the year.
Grub of the year is good, very good.
Mick Ennis can hand out the award.
Yeah, Josh Reynolds, both there.
Fuck, there's actually a lot to choose from.
Just pick one.
Fuck it. There's a lot of them in the game nowadays.
Yeah.
Falcon of the Year.
Oh, I like that. That's cool. We don't have a Falcon. We don't see Falcons much anymore, but mate, fantastic. That was, of course, from Zuriel, great friend of the show. Messages in all the time. Don't forget, you can get your listener questions in when the post drops on a Monday, so please do that. But that is all we have time for Ruck Infringement Podcast, episode 125. Thank you so much for staying and tuning in. Of course, this episode is available on Spotify and YouTube as well, and will be up on our social media. You can also check out Micko at Dream Flooring in Penrith. Woo! Check them out.
Up the roof.
And at any Penrith home game as well, or away, he's there. He absolutely loves Penrith. Of course, from the Prophet, Statsman, international cricket sensation, thank you for joining in. We'd like to thank our sponsors, all you listeners, and until next time, be good.
Thanks for having me on. Woo!
The Knights hit rock bottom, 66 to 10. The Eels carved them open again and again. Yeah. Wooden spoon delivered a bitter kind of prize. Dongle screaming FTK at the Knights. Middle finger on the rise. Raise your hands. What's the ruling here? Every footy fan is shouting loud and clear, including Mick from Dream Flooring with his mohawk and shirtless confidence. No fear, but the screen goes black. Yeah, the answer's true and clear. It's inconclusive. Oh. Now it's semi-final fever. The real fight begins. Sharks, Panthers, Roosters. Who's gonna win? Yeah. Dongle, Harry, Mick, Joey, calling shots with pride. But the truth of who'll survive is still left to decide. The bunker is equipped with a hive of technology, supposed to give you answers clearly, not an anomaly. Multiple high-def cameras. It's inconclusive. Yeah. Touchscreen interfaces. It's inconclusive. High speed